Jurassic World Rebirth is just around the corner, and in honor of that, we figured we would do a tier list of the movies, the original movies, the more recent movies, but all the movies ranked. This isn't the shows. I know they have Camp Cretaceous and Chaos Theory.
Yeah.
Which these guys have watched both of. They say that they're good. I have not watched them, so I don't know if they're good or not. Generally speaking, I'd say you could probably take their word for it. But this is just the movies. That's all we're going to be talking about today. And we're going to go through. Each of us is going to rank each movie and then give us a reason why we are ranking it what we rank it. So we're going to go TGK is going to go first, and then Common Magpie will be second, and I will take the third spot, and we'll go through every single Jurassic movie, which is only 6 so far. So,
yeah.
Alrighty, let's jump straight into it. Okay.
Alright, so first is Jurassic Park 1.
The original. This was released, I think in like 1992 or 93. I was like 2 or 3 years old. So it's been out for a little while.
This movie, it's going to S tier because I feel like it's like such a classic, and honestly, for like the VFX and all that, they did really good, especially for it being back then.
Yeah.
Because I know originally they weren't gonna use like VFX. They were gonna do like stop motion kinda.
Yeah.
But then they gave the idea like, hey, what if we try this out? And then they did it, and then like all the dinosaurs like almost like entirely fake. I was like, wow, that's cool. And then the T-Rex breakout, they had a Rexy animatronic, I'm pretty sure. But like from what I've seen, that scene took forever to film, but it turned out so good.
Yeah, they did do, especially like comparison to most other video effects at the time, it was really good. And even now, like it, obviously you can tell it's older, but it stands up really well. Even to, I mean, there's movies that have come out in the last like 2 years that have worse video effects than they had in '92. So it's definitely, I mean, that's definitely a plus point, I think, as well. But okay, anything else you want to say about it before we see what Common Magpie ranks it?
Nothing outbeats it.
Nothing outbeats it.
No Jurassic anything outbeats it.
Okay.
I haven't read novels yet, but so far nothing does.
Okay. Common Magpie, you are up.
Let's see. Jurassic Park 1.
I swear if he puts this in A tier, I'm going to lose it.
If I put it in F tier.
I'm going to hurt you.
If you put it in F tier, we'll probably open up the door behind us and flip you out there and
then
just
shut it.
Shut it.
As
S
we
tier.
were.
Okay. You can keep living in this house.
For now.
For now.
Depends where you put the Lost World. It depends where you put the Lost World. Because, as you know from my channel, the Lost World is a lost cause. I made a weapon to myself. I'm proud.
Okay, Common Magpie, give us your reasoning. Is there anything other than what we said?
It's good for its time, and it's good for now. That's all I can really say that anyone else has.
So what you're saying is like, back then it was good, and even standing up to nowadays, it's still good. Via, like editing and all that.
And just overall.
Yeah. Okay. Now we are on to mine, and I don't think this should be
Much of a question.
much of a shock, but
Yep.
I'll put it up in the S. I think this is. I did not see. Check the release date for sure. I'm pretty sure it's 92 or 93.
1993.
Okay, yeah. I did not see this in theaters, but I remember watching it at home, and it was, like, it scared me. especially the video effects were good, but they made a good choice to use like the animatronic or like the giant puppet for a couple scenes with like with the T Rex or the what is it, a Brachiosaurus, where they're up in the tree and it like
Yeah.
sneezes on them, and so there's a couple scenes like that where they did use like the puppet or the big animatronic, and those were, when they did it, they were excellent choices of doing it, and it fit. It added so much to it. There was so much realism in the movie, especially for me watching it at a younger age. Just top tier. I really, I don't think anything else is gonna get up to that level. Maybe close, but nothing else is gonna get up to that
Yeah.
level. I think it's
It can
there.
get,
There are other good ones, but I don't think they're ever gonna be able to beat the original. Okay, now the Lost World, and this is where I think we're gonna see some major differences in our
1997.
1997 for
It
the
was
Lost World.
7.
This one, I don't think I saw this one in theaters either. I think number 3 was the first one I saw in theaters. But I do, again, I remember watching this one at home. TGK, go ahead and tell us why you're wrong.
I will say I won't put it down like here. I'll put it in C.
See?
It's better than I was expecting.
I will say I don't like The Lost World. Okay, I don't like it.
Tell us why you're wrong.
Things I did like about it were the I liked how they had Ian, but like whenever they did like baby Stegosaurus and then also baby T-Rex, both of those were annoying, especially the Rex. We're not even going to go over that. But then again, there were good things they did, there were bad things they did. I like having Buck and Doe, the two Rexes together. But I just didn't really like enjoy the whole like story of it, kinda. You know, Site B and all that. San Diego with the T-Rex going to San Diego. I mean, that was pretty cool to see.
He wanted.
But then again, that scene, the baby T-Rex.
I love that.
The
Creature.
entire scene, you hear it screaming.
Let's hear your impression.
I'm good.
I love that. Creature.
Common Magpie, do you want to do your impression of the baby T-Rex?
No.
Okay.
You have to go and C for me.
Okay. Common Magpie. What is your ranking here? No intimidating or threatening.
No. It's going.
D.
Lower than me? Wow, that's shocking.
Wow.
That's shocking.
Okay, what's your reason?
So it was mostly bad overall, but I think the baby T-Rex saved it for me.
Oh, the only thing you liked about it was the baby T-Rex.
And Ian Malcolm.
Hey, remember what we said about pushing it out the door?
No, we're not doing that on this one.
Ian Malcolm and baby T-Rex.
Gave it a D and said the only good thing about it was Ian Malcolm and the baby T-Rex. I mean, yeah, Ian is great. Jeff
Okay.
Goldblum was
Anything
great.
else you want to throw out about it?
No.
Nope. Okay. Next is mine. You want to fix that more on, or his more on the D.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I am going to rank this differently than these two, obviously.
He's freaking it.
Common Magpie did a D. TGK did a C, which I was expecting those to kind of be flipped, actually. I am putting it
If you put it over Jurassic Park 1.
at a B.
I mean, yeah, that's
Now, my reasoning, and I think part of this,
It's the baby T-Rex.
not so much the baby T-Rex. I mean, it was kind of annoying, but it kind of if that the purpose was for it to be annoying. I get it. I thought it was cool to see Jeff Goldblum back as Ian Malcolm. I think he's a good character in the series. I don't really like him in the series. I think he's kind of an annoying character, but he plays the character well, and he plays into the world and stuff well, I think.
Oh, like, so you said that he's an annoying character. We brought up the annoying baby T-Rex. I will say there are types of annoying. Like, there's Jeff Goldblum, Ian Malcolm kind of annoying, where, like, it's, like, funny and, like, you can deal with it because, like, it's good.
Yeah.
And then there's baby T-Rex annoying, where you want to put the dang thing down.
The one thing that really, I mean, as far as, like, the story on the island and stuff, I didn't think it was, like, overwhelmingly great. The one thing that I did really like is when they went to San Diego. That, for me, kind of helped bump it up to a B. I may have still done it in a C if it wasn't for that. But the idea of seeing, because that's something that I remember when I watched the first Jurassic Park, trying to imagine, well, what would it be like if dinosaurs were here today? And then you actually get to see that a little bit, which they explore it more in a later movie.
Yeah.
But seeing that in Lost World, it was just a little taste of it. But it was a very, very cool. For me, I think they did it well. They didn't, like, overdo it, and I think it was easy for me to see that as being realistic, especially at the time. So, for me, that's kind of what pushed it from a C to a B, was actually the San Diego stuff and seeing the T-Rex there, and then them getting the T-Rex back and all that.
I will say, the San Diego segment is the better part of the movie.
Agreed. We'll agree on
Yeah,
that.
the baby
I
T-Rex.
mean, I
showed off its skills.
I kinda... Another thing that I completely forgot about, the Raptors. Like, the entire segment of the movie where it's like, they go into the tall grass with the Raptors. And then later, Ian, Sarah, and I forgot that one girl's name. But they have to...
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a good spot too. I think seeing that that scene.
I also kind of like the Raptor design, because it was more of like a tan stomach and then orange with like blackish brownish stripes, kind of like a tiger.
Yeah.
It looked kind of cool.
That's a reminder for children not to go into the tall grass.
Exactly, because there are if there's tall grass, there are raptors in it.
Mm-hmm.
Always.
All the ways. Don't ask what happened to my leg.
The baby T-Rex had to karate.
What?
The baby T-Rex had to do karate on the...
That's what I thought you said.
It was whenever now, I don't know his name, but the dude who was gonna do the amphitheater or whatever.
John Hammond's amphitheater featuring John Hammond.
It wasn't John Hammond, whatever.
I don't remember the dude's name, but I hear you're talking about.
Yeah. Whenever the baby T-Rex jumps at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Starts karate.
Okay. TGK.
Jurassic Park 3, released 2001.
This one I did see in theaters. I remember watching in theaters.
Love this movie.
I feel like the last one I did and this one are hot takes. But I really like Jurassic Park 3.
I don't think the last one you did was a hot take.
Really?
I think most
I
people.
thought a lot of people like Jurassic Lost World.
I think most people put in the comments what you think of Lost World, and actually all of them. But I think most people that I have seen talking about it or interacted with, they do not like Lost World. So
yeah, whenever I did my first Lego Jurassic video on Lost World, the title was saying, it's a lost cause. And then whenever I put that as the title, it like blew up. I was like, oh.
What kind of reaction did you get from people?
I'm not sure if I got any comments on it, honestly.
Okay.
Actually, I think that was my first video that I got a single dislike on.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I remember one day I was going through, I saw that dislike, I said, hey, look at that.
Maybe, I don't know, maybe look and see real quick before you jump into this one, look and see what the Rotten Tomatoes score is, or IMDb ranking.
Rotten Tomatoes is 53.
53? Okay, yeah, so it's generally not perceived as...
Jurassic Park 3, Rotten Tomatoes is 49.
What?
49?
That movie's...
Also, the critic stuff is
Critics
cracked.
critics ratings aren't generally like on par with what the audience score is, though. They can be close sometimes, but they're usually there's some bias.
Alright, well.
Okay, go ahead. Jurassic Park 3.
So, Jurassic Park 3, they went to... We got to see Alan again, which was great. I love Alan's character overall. But then they went to Isla Sorna again, but it's completely different. And they get there on the plane. And that was the first time we got to see the Spinosaurus, which looked amazing, I would say. It was beautiful. Like, wow, you know? And that, you know... And then we got to see a T-Rex. And then we got to see them fight.
Yeah.
In like a few seconds, Spinosaurus snaps the thing's neck. You're like, oh, that's like scary. And then later on, they're on the river. Actually, no, before that, you hear the phone. It's the iconic ring.
Yeah.
And the dude who had it was eaten. So they turn, Spinosaurus is just standing there, and you can hear it ringing from its stomach.
Yeah.
And then later on, you see them on the river. The Spinosaurus attacked in the river. It's like insane, you know?
Yeah.
Spinosaurus like carried that movie for me.
Carried it.
I really like it. That's one of my favorite dinosaurs right there. I'll say Jurassic World Rebirth in the trailer, they have Spinosaurus again. It looks completely different. It's a more accurate design to real Spinosaurus, but I don't really like it.
But see, that's the thing. They don't even know, really. Because all they have is the bones, and they're assuming that they have a certain type of skin. Or
it's like...
But
the thing is, though, like, the shape. Like, the tail is a more, like, accurate shape to...
Maybe.
Because
yeah.
Chicken.
instead of, like a slim tail, like how the T-Rex in the movies are, it's more of like a thick one for, like, a paddle. Because they would spend most of their time in the water. Also, their fin is better for water. Yeah,
right.
Overall, it's a pretty good movie.
Velocichicken.
TGK. And or not TGK, Common Magpie talking about Velocichickens. Which actually is more accurate. Velociraptors would actually be a lot closer to the size of like a chicken or a turkey, and a lot closer to the build of a chicken or a turkey.
Yeah. It's funny because they portray them being like 7 feet tall.
What we need to do is a Jurassic Park movie where they actually replace the...
I'm pretty sure people have done videos like that.
Replace the Velociraptor with a 7 foot tall chicken, and have that chasing after people.
That'd give me more nightmares.
We need to do a video at some point where we compare how dinosaurs look in the movie compared to their scientifically accurate counterpart.
That would be interesting. Okay.
More on that later.
Common Magpie. Jurassic Park 3.
Just a second. Go place it up here real quick. Gonna move this.
I forgot that was your favorite Jurassic movie.
It's the best Jurassic movie of all
It's
time.
not. It's really not.
Yes, it is.
Jurassic Park goes over that by
Wow.
so much.
No.
Okay, so what's your reasoning? Why are you putting it in S?
Goofy Spinosaurus holding phones.
Except it
Goofy
was.
Spinosaurus holding phones.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure in the Lego game, instead of there's a part where the Spinosaurus is on like a hammock, sleeping, and it's holding the phone as it's ringing, and then everyone like sneaks away.
Okay.
But the movie's so good still, though.
I will agree, it's a good movie, but
Spinosaurus.
over Jurassic Park 1?
Is
Well, not over. He put it the same. You gotta speak up too when you're talking.
Spinosaurus is just amazing dinosaur.
Oh no, he's told me before he likes Jurassic Park 3 over Jurassic Park 1.
Well, that is a hot take.
That. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
better
Okay.
be
Anything else you want to say about it?
Goofy Spinosaurus holding phone.
Again.
Almost like a the loss of chicken doing karate. I almost said karaoke.
Lots of chicken doing karaoke.
Okay,
No.
now
Baby dinosaur. Baby T-Rex.
let's
doing
do
karate.
mine. I am going to put it at.
Let's see, where's he put?
Oh. Oh.
I'll give it a B.
Do you think you like it more or less than Lost?
I would actually probably, if I split the B's out, I would probably put it slightly below Lost World. Um,
He's up. No.
no,
Stay.
it is good, and I do like. I mean, the cell phone ring is a small thing,
Everyone loves it though.
but come back up here.
I don't want to.
It's a small thing, but I know there's been times like I've been in Walmart and someone has that ring, and I'll hear it, and I'm instantly pulled back into that movie.
Yeah.
It's crazy. There's only been like a handful of other sounds that'll do that as far as movies go. There's one, if anybody's watched, it's a suspense thriller like horror type movie, but it's
Thriller,
called
you say.
Strangers, and there's a song that's played there when they're like going through and attacking and stuff, and that is one that
Shiver me timbers.
when I hear that song, I'm instantly brought back there. But that ringtone does, and they do it periodically throughout the movie, and it's placed perfectly. The timing of it is perfect. Like it fits. It goes well. Overall story, I thought it's fine. I didn't think it was great.
I totally forgot about the Eric, like saving Eric Kirby's storyline. I completely forgot about that.
Saving Eric Kirby.
They're
Oh, the son.
yeah, I
Kirby.
completely forgot about that. Not even joking.
Yeah, so that's
Kirby.
the overall story. Like when they're on the island, I rank it about the same as the Lost World when they're on the island. The thing for me that puts the Lost World over
San Diego.
is San Diego.
Yeah.
So
Comic-Con.
that's where I don't see it as being it's not bad. I'll rewatch it. I've rewatched it several times. I just don't put it up there with above a B. So
Above a B.
now
That's a funny word.
we're getting into the more recent ones.
Jurassic World, released in
2000.
2015.
2015.
If I had to rank Jurassic World, I would put it below Jurassic Park 3.
Okay.
So, I was a little upset whenever they replaced like the entire Jurassic Park cast. Like Alan wasn't there anymore, Ian wasn't there anymore. But
At least we got.
they started over. They went like completely different almost. And like the park looked cool in its revamp. That we got to see the mosasaurs for the first time, which was awesome. The T-Rex paddock is really cool because the viewing gallery was in like a giant log. The hybrid idea, I mean, like, I like it, kinda, but, like, I feel like I like it if they do it right.
My favorite dinosaur is a hybrid.
Like, the Indominus Rex I found pretty cool. I don't really like the hybrids and some of these later ones, but,
Like what? Huh?
I'll say Chris Pratt, his Owen Grady. I really liked it. I feel like
Chris Pratt.
so Chris Pratt, he can be like funny character, but then also like just like that, he can go to a serious character like Owen.
Yeah. I think he does good as a serious character that can bring comic relief.
Yeah. But I kind of like the Train with the Raptor thing,
Yeah.
and like also how like nobody but him really like gets it, because Because there are multiple times where people talk about him controlling the Raptors, and then he reminds them, like, I'm not controlling the Raptors. It's like they trust me and I trust them, and I found that really cool. And then the hybrid, the Indominus Rex, going on, like, coming out of her paddock for the first time. Going around killing a bunch of dinosaurs was cool. One thing I don't like, though, towards the end, whenever it's the final battle, you had 4 Raptors and Rexy versus the Indominus Rex. And I don't like how they, in, like, those movies, they started making, like, the Raptors and then also Rexy, like, heroes, almost.
Yeah.
I don't like how they did that. Because then, like, because Rexy's about to get killed, and then Blue comes in and starts fighting, and then Rexy helps Blue instead of killing Blue and then killing the Indominus or whatever. Even after the Indominus dies from the Mosasaurus, which was awesome.
They just look at each other.
Yeah, they just look at each other.
They're homies, though.
Yeah, I get that.
Homies are better than homie food.
All right. Common Magpie, are you ready to give yours?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Chris Pratt, but
Oh, no.
you have to go.
Hey. I was waiting for you to put it in, like, F. Don't
That's
ask
what I
why
was
we have...
thinking.
Don't ask why we have an E tier, by the way.
This is just what was on there.
Amazing.
We're not Canadian.
Huh?
Bro.
A.
Amazing.
Okay, continue.
So I like this movie, and I like the stuff in it. It's just not good enough to be on A tier.
You mean S? You put it on A.
Fine, S.
Move it down. Oh, another thing I forgot to mention. So, like, Owen and Claire's, like, love story almost. It's like, they did it, like, at the end, but it's like, I don't feel like they did it good.
Yeah.
They did it, like, one moment, and then they immediately just, like, act like nothing happened. And then, like, even at the start of the next movie,
Yeah.
it's like nothing happened.
Okay. Here is mine. I'm going to put it... I'm going to do an A. Now, my reasoning...
For Jurassic Park 3.
Yes. I think Chris Pratt with the Raptors was a really cool concept. Like TGK said, I think the idea of it's not him controlling them, it's a trust type thing, which fits with other animals that people would like
Dogs.
do something like that with, like dogs.
Cats.
No, cats are evil.
Gerbils.
Dinosaurs.
Gerbils. We actually train gerbils in our backyard to do the exact same stunts that you see in Jurassic World.
Sometimes I actually tell them to do backflips.
And then
start
they
hitting the
don't.
ground.
They're because they're little chubby things, and they just fall on their backs. Anyways, I thought that was a really cool element of it. I liked the Indominus Rex because they're like the whole thing of Jurassic Park. They're not actually, and they say this from the very first movie, they're not actually bringing back the dinosaurs because they don't have full genetic code or whatever. So they're bringing back
Versions.
part, and they have to supplement the genetic code with other animals. So if they're gonna do that, why not just like mix and match and make it like as big and bad as they possibly can?
Yeah,
Legos.
they bring that up like later on in the movie towards the end.
Yeah.
Lou tells Miss Ronnie like we
Legos.
had to slice the DNA with tree frog DNA.
Yeah.
And then that also comes in later in Jurassic World Rebirth, actually. Because the D-Rex is what they call it. That is, they say just T-Rex. Like, there's just random empty spaces in it. And then some reason that causes it to grow like 4 arms.
Why not?
instead of just two, or even just one.
Why not one arm just has holes?
So I liked that aspect of it. I did like seeing the new revamped park. It brought up to like current time as far as like tech and stuff. I like the new elements, like when the Dominus Rex could hide from the thermal cameras.
That's weird.
I thought those were all like really, really cool, unique elements, and I did like. So I two of my gripes are similar to what TGK said. I don't like the. I understand why they put a love story in there. It fits better with the storyline. It sells more. There are people that like it, but I do feel like it wasn't written well. It was kind of just like shoved in
Here
at
you
the
go.
end. Now, as far as the end with, I don't really like that they have necessarily like the T-Rex and Blue coming in as heroes. I think that's kind of weird to have the dinosaurs come in as the hero.
Yeah.
But I do like the element of having the idea that the natural world, even though they're not actually natural because their genetic code has been tampered with too, but the idea that the less tampered with, the more natural, is what ends up actually surviving and winning in those situations. I do like that element of it. It was kind of a not hugely explored element, but it was an element of it that I did like. So that's where I'm at. That's why I put it at an A
Oh.
for
Yep.
Okay. TGK.
Honestly, I'm not sure if this is gonna be a hot take or not, but Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, which was 2018. Trying. I think I'm gonna put it.
I'm not sure.
Okay.
So, they have the island has a volcano. It's erupting, and then the government's like, "Yeah, we decided just let dinosaurs die. Why not?"
They don't matter
And
to
then,
me.
but then they, I can't talk. They have people go onto the island to try and get dinosaurs off of it. And it seems like, they're doing the right thing, but no, they're just doing it for money. They're gonna go illegally sell the dinosaurs. But then at the beginning of the movie, rewind a bit, you see them they go into the Mosasaurus lagoon, and they grab part of the Indominus, like its bones. So you can already tell something's up.
Yeah.
And then the gate gets left open, and then the Mosasaurus gets out, obviously. So that's already starting terrible stuff. Mosasaurus is out in the world swimming. And then they make another hybrid, the Indoraptor, which honestly I didn't like it.
Yeah.
It was.
Indominus Rex, in my opinion, was better.
Dominus Rex
I feel like they
felt more
performed.
like a
I
dinosaur.
feel like they just presented the Indoraptor wrong, really, too. But then also they're just auctioning off dinosaurs. And it's like,
That's
I
auction
don't
off
really like
this
this.
Yeah.
hybrid.
And
It's never been shown to the world.
the one girl, forgot her name, Macy.
This
She
girl.
apparently is a clone. Like,
Of her mother.
yeah,
Or
like
not
where-
really her mother. Technically, it's not her mother.
Yeah.
It's her.
Yeah,
It's
she
weird.
is a clone of the lady who is supposed to be her mother,
Oh,
and everyone thinks that she is the grandchild of I don't remember his name, but he's friends with John Hammond.
The John.
Yeah, overall
Mammoth.
but then at the end, Owen has to get some action scenes in.
Chris Pratt.
It's Chris Pratt, you gotta do what you gotta do, and then at the end they let all the dinosaurs out, so they're not just roaming Nublar anymore. They're roaming like the entire world.
Just the end of that movie with the
So it's like-
Mosasaurus in the ocean.
And then I think it was cool that the people at Universal actually started doing a thing where it's like they had like a website, like a Dino Tracker website that they made, and they even had like content creators and stuff like post like videos for it, and they would have like it was like a dinosaur like filter thing almost, where it put a dinosaur in the video.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I mean that was cool, but other than that, it wasn't really that special.
Okay.
Velociraptors.
San Diego carries the Lost World over Fallen Kingdom.
San Diego.
Okay.
Dinosaurs gotta go gambling.
Common magpie.
Do you say dinosaurs gotta go gambling in San Diego?
San Diego's not really known for gambling.
Who cares? It still has it.
Probably.
So why can't they do it? Okay, this.
They don't have thumbs.
This.
It's true.
Where are you gonna put Fallen Kingdom?
Ding gun.
Really taking a minute to decide here.
I don't know. Why did I think through this?
You should have been thinking.
I don't know. This movie's like. It's strange.
That is true. It's very strange. We're waiting.
I'll put it
C?
C.
Wow.
That's shocking.
Okay, what's your reason?
What's your reason for it being better than Lost World? Just tell me when.
Actually,
Yeah, move that down.
Ian Malcolm.
Copycat.
I love that man. He's going up.
Oh yeah, I forgot that Ian Malcolm returned
Hey,
in.
you can't change them.
I forgot Ian Malcolm returned in Fallen Kingdom as well.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, but only for like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
All right, what's your reasoning?
Well, I was just making sure I'm in the camera.
The fact that that's the closest to my favorite dinosaur in one of the movies.
What is your favorite dinosaur?
It's not in a movie.
Oh, it's not.
What is it?
What is it?
It's the Scorpius.
Oh, it's a hybrid from Camp Cretaceous, actually.
But it's not in any of the movies. So
Okay, so your reasoning is because
it's the closest thing we get.
So basically, you like the Indoraptors, what you say?
I like it because it's similar.
Because
to
it's like
something
another
else.
one that you like. Oh.
okay. My turn. Fallen Kingdom. Maybe this is gonna be a hot take, but oops.
Oh, that's going really high. That's going high.
Okay. I was about to say, no, you put that next to Jurassic Park.
No, I didn't. I wasn't a fan of Fallen Kingdom. Really, it was. At first, I liked the idea of the dinosaurs being in like the real world, but I don't feel like they did it well. I didn't really like. I don't feel like. I think the scene where they're auctioning off dinosaurs and like that whole plot that was there, I think could have been better.
Yeah, like them going into the real world, it wasn't accurate. Like the mosasaurs want to eat people surfing in the ocean.
Oh, no, it probably would.
It would.
It most definitely would.
Yeah, accurately it would at the end of the
Oh,
movie.
he's saying that it didn't. So
Well, you don't know because you don't get to see what happens.
yeah.
You just see it swimming.
But I didn't like really the clone storyline. I felt
Yeah,
like that was really weird, and they were
Bro, this
delving
ain't
into
Star Wars. Get out.
they were trying to dive into like some
The Clone Wars.
like moral questions
Is
that I
Macy a part of the 501st?
yeah. I feel like they were trying to dive into some like moral questions and stuff that I don't think. I don't know. I just don't think if they want to do that, they can. But I don't feel like they really explored it all that much, or they didn't really flesh out that well. I know movies can be something that kind of looks at things like that are kind of fringe and provides a point of view on them, but I feel like if that was what they were trying to do, they failed horribly at it.
Clones? Come on.
Um,
This is dinosaurs.
I feel like the Indoraptor, I don't feel like was done well. I really didn't like it, especially not compared to. I think the Indominus Rex was good. Indoraptor was not. I don't have much more to say about it than that. I think there's a lot of things they could have redone that would have been a lot better, but they didn't. So, okay.
Jurassic World Dominion released
2022.
2022. I almost said like 2 years ago.
Yay.
So, let's see. I mean, so nobody, I don't know, like, almost anybody that really likes this movie.
Yeah.
Did not get good reviews. Did not really, it just didn't really do good. But it'd be.
Oh wow.
So, I'm going to go ahead and name out some things that I thought were really cool. We got some dinosaurs that we haven't seen before. Like, we got Raptors. Then we got Giga, which it's like I don't remember.
T-Rex 2.0.
They Giga. They say whenever they see it later on, they say like it's the largest carnivore alive or whatever. Pretty sure something like that. But yeah, the Giga. People who say that it's just like another T-Rex. No, they're wrong. It's not even part of the same family as the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. So Giga is bigger than T-Rex.
How did
Yeah, we got the Pyroraptor. We got the Giga. We got Therizinosaurus, which is really cool.
Dino Scissor Hands?
Yeah, Dino Scissor Hands. Also, in this movie, the dinosaurs, I will say, they make them feel more like
Realistic.
not like heroes in a sense, but more like actual like animals.
Yeah.
Because there's a part, the T-Rex sees a deer, but then the Giga comes out too, and they start fighting over it. But then Rexy ends up like backing off, like, fine, you can have this. I'm gonna go find something else. Instead of being like, no, I'm going to either murder you or you murder me over one small meal that won't even last me the day.
Yeah, it's more realistic in that sense.
And then also with the Therizinosaurus, there's a part where it spots Claire, and instead of Claire, being like an action hero trying to fight it, she actually uses her brain
Once.
and like crawls slowly into the water and like stays under, and then once it leaves, she comes out. It's like they did things more like realistically almost. But then again, they kept the hero thing as well, because later on at the end, the Therizinosaurus and Rexy team up to kill the Giga.
Yeah.
But I mean, overall, it was pretty cool. We also got
Whatever
a-
it's called, a Saurus.
what are the raptors called? Atrociraptors, I think.
Oh, whatever it's called, a Saurus.
I think it's a Atrociraptor. Yeah, Atrociraptor. Those are pretty cool, I will say. Yeah, other than that, there's not really a whole lot that I like from the movie. But I mean,
Okay.
like, those things were, like, so, like, not like how they normally do, right? So it's like they just added so much
Yeah.
to it in a sense where it's like, this deserves to go up because they're improving, right? And then also they brought back Alan and Ian. I feel like that's mostly just because, like, hey, we removed these guys, we weren't making as much money. I don't feel like
They were trying to just get people
Yeah.
to come watch it.
it worked.
Yeah. Okay. We ready for Common Magpie?
Yes, we are.
My hand now.
Common Magpie. Where do you put it? What's your
This
reasoning?
goes here. Right here.
Behind the Lost World.
So, it was good. Wait a minute. Yeah, it was good.
Oh, okay. Is there anything else, or is that
Yeah.
all?
Like, the main thing TGK said.
How it's like
Were
more like
realistic.
alive almost.
Yeah, but I have one question for this movie.
What's that?
How did Blue have a child?
Oh yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, that
Since
was something
they're
I was going to bring up.
since they're not on the island anymore. Jurassic Park, Jurassic World are both gone. They aren't at a like a breeding facility or anything. The only way I could imagine that could have happened.
Don't tell Claire.
Oh man. No.
Oh.
So in Camp Cretaceous, the hybrid that he was talking about, the Scorpius Rex, there are two of it at some point because it's able to reproduce by itself.
Say, depending on
So,
what they use to fill in the DNA.
Yeah, because they use tree frog.
There are, I don't know if there's any animals, but I know that there are plants that can reproduce.
So I feel like that'd be like the only way they'd be able to.
But that's the thing, we don't even know what all DNA they use to
Yeah,
fill in the gaps
Yeah.
for all of them.
we just know. All I know is that T-Rex obviously then has
T-Rex.
tree frog. I know that most of them have tree frog.
Okay. Last one for me.
Yay.
So, this movie was incredibly forgetful. Like, to be honest, I remember maybe like 3 scenes from this, and I know I've watched it more than once.
Yeah, you watched it like twice.
So that for me shows that it wasn't super well done. If I don't remember like anything, like I can't even tell you like what the main plot was for the movie. It's incredibly forgetful. I do remember some of the scenes. Like I remember with Claire crawling into the water. I did like that. I think it was more realistic than what they'd been in the past. But
Look it up.
I thought it was really forgetful. I feel like they could have done a lot of really, really good with it, but they failed. Yeah. And maybe we'll re-watch it. Maybe I'll change my mind. But for right now,
Why can't the feathered birds fly?
You know what's also crazy?
it's gonna be a D. Like the D-Rex.
Jurassic World Dominion was like the first Jurassic movie to actually include like feathered dinosaurs.
Why don't the feathered dinosaurs fly?
The 6th movie.
They do if they run fast enough off a cliff. For a little
Hopefully.
bit, they can fly once.
That means the Dino-filled.
Thingamajigoraptor.
Okay, so final. This is TGK.
Yeah.
All of his are C or above. This is Common Magpie.
See?
He has nothing in B. All of his are D or above. And this is the correct one.
No.
Okay, so we are also going to be doing a review of or it may already be out by the time this comes out. But we're going to be reviewing the new Jurassic World Rebirth trailers and kind of giving our thoughts on those. I think we're going to try to go see it when it comes out and do like a night of review. It'll probably be a quick couple minutes. But this is where we think, and maybe we'll revisit our tier list here after Rebirth comes out and see where we place that at on our list. You guys have anything else you want to say before we close this video out?
No.
Okay. Appreciate everyone watching, listening, and all that. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for 100% verified, absolute truth, the best reviews and takes on movies and TV shows coming from our house. Thanks.